Reasons why narcissists are always interested in coming back to you. The truth you need to know. Recovering from a challenging breakup with a narcissist involves reflecting on the nature of the split. Questions may arise, such as whether the narcissist intentionally ended the relationship, or if you made the painful decision to break away from their strong influence. The situation becomes even more complex when you observe them quickly shifting their focus to someone new, adding confusion and emotional turmoil. After such a relationship, emotions can be intense, necessitating a deep confrontation with reality. For those currently dealing with a recent breakup, it's vital to recognize that even if the separation appeared amicable, the narcissist might attempt to re-enter your life. Understanding their cyclical behavior is crucial, helping you prepare for the possibility of their reappearance. For those who have elapsed some time since the breakup, a more in-depth exploration into the peculiar facets of narcissistic behavior becomes imperative. Upon closer examination, the narcissist exhibits an uncanny ability to immerse themselves in new relationships, seemingly on a quest to discover the most profound connection conceivable. This behavior implies a perception of others as disposable, even if only temporarily, as the narcissist places high value on their new connection, while flaunting it almost provocatively initially. However, the transient nature of this display becomes apparent over time, akin to a fleeting breeze. The narcissist's inclination to showcase their new alliance diminishes, highlighting the impermanence of their actions. What may be conspicuous today in their attempt to provoke reactions eventually wanes, underscoring the fleeting nature of their behavior in the post-breakup landscape. Comprehending these dynamics is pivotal for navigating the intricacies of healing and moving forward. As we traverse the intricate terrain of relationships, particularly with individuals exhibiting narcissistic traits, it becomes apparent that not every encounter is tainted by toxicity. Picture engaging with someone more conventional and seasoned, an individual who has weathered the highs and lows of various relationships. These individuals possess a sharp awareness of narcissistic behaviors, having finely tuned their ability to identify manipulative tendencies. This stands in stark contrast to the initial, perhaps blissfully ignorant experiences of dealing with narcissists. Life experience provides us with the discernment to spot manipulators, even when disguised in the allure of a new relationship. The yearning for the presence of those who have undergone narcissistic relationships is a fascinating phenomenon. Despite leaving individuals in a state of despair and worthlessness, narcissists often find themselves longing for the qualities they once took for granted. Post-separation, they gradually recognize the true worth of their previous partners, the boundless love, purity, honesty, and authenticity that were integral to the relationship. Contrasting this with the new supply, they may discern the absence of these qualities, heightening their longing for the revival of the previous connection. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that narcissists have a tendency to sever ties. The aftermath of a breakup often involves a smear campaign where they publicly announce their estrangement from us and tarnish our reputation in our social circles. This calculated effort complicates any potential return, as their stubbornness, egotism, and pride may hinder them from reaching out openly. If you find yourself in a situation where the narcissist attempts to reconnect, whether subtly through a social media like or a message from a cleverly disguised profile, it's vital to recognize these actions as integral components of the intricate machinery they employ for manipulation. Whether you're in the initial stages of navigating this challenging situation or find yourself deeper down the rabbit hole, reflecting on past attempts by the narcissist to re-establish contact can offer valuable insights. Identifying the patterns and grasping the underlying motivations behind these actions can empower individuals to make informed decisions about re-engaging or maintaining healthy boundaries. Amidst the seemingly intentional efforts to provoke envy and heartache by showcasing their new partner in front of you, there exists a deeper layer of motivation beyond the surface theatrics. Their conduct reflects a sense of desperation, an unyielding endeavor to reconnect with you and ultimately pull you back into the gravitational force of their influence. The presentation of a thriving romance is not merely an act of showcasing, but a strategic maneuver aimed at rekindling the flames of your attention, the very attention they crave. It is essential to acknowledge that in their yearning for reconciliation, they secretly wish to witness you plead for a reunion. A notable instance is the crafting of a dating profile where an individual extolled the wonders of their life since meeting a new partner. At the time, the motives were veiled in ambiguity, but in hindsight, it becomes clear that it was a calculated effort to capture your attention, propelled by an underlying discontent and an intense desire for your return. In this intricate dance between two parties, the power resides in the realm of silence. Resisting the temptation to supplicate, beg, or engage in the futile pursuit of reconciliation becomes our ally. Such actions might be customary in the context of rational and healthy relationships, but when grappling with a narcissist, they only serve to subject us to humiliation. Even if we were to capture their attention and extend an olive branch, there remains the possibility that they are still reveling in the honeymoon phase of their newfound connection. Opting for the path of silence allows the dust to settle, revealing the depth of their desperation. Their reactions unfold in various ways, whether through an inundation of social media with extravagant praise for their new partner, or a retreat into a shroud of silence. This moment of revelation becomes an opportunity to reclaim control, witnessing the unraveling of their carefully crafted facade, and in turn, fostering a clearer understanding of the dynamics at play in the intricate web of narcissistic relationships. It is crucial to understand that early on, they often realize the unparalleled value your presence holds in their life. Therefore, advocating for letting them go becomes a consistent stance. This is not an invitation to welcome them back, but a deliberate act to firmly seal the door shut. Releasing them serves a profound purpose, as it compels them to confront the significance you hold. They gradually recognize the unique qualities and advantages you possess, attributes deliberately absent in their newfound connection. Over time, they become acutely aware of the benefits you provided, advantages that the seemingly enticing landscapes they explored failed to deliver. As mentioned earlier, they might venture off to what initially seems like a more promising scenario, only to discover it resembles artificial turf or withered grass, a realization that intensifies their desperation to return. Their apparent lack of understanding may be perplexing. Sometimes, the only way for a lesson to genuinely take root is through personal introspection. Interestingly, the more you voice objections, reason, or engage in debates with them, the more they tend to distance themselves from you. Therefore, the recommendation is to avoid pushing for change. If the separation is relatively recent, allow time to pass, perhaps at least a month. In the interim, envelop yourself in tranquility and become an enigma. It is likely that their inclination to return will become apparent. Their return isn't merely a casual hello, how have you been, or a simple like on a social media post. Even if they struggle to express it overtly, there's a profound subtext indicating their deep-seated desire to reintegrate into your life, though left unsaid. They grapple with the intricate process of retracing their steps and repairing the bridges they once intentionally set ablaze. It's crucial to understand that it's only a matter of time before the narcissist attempts to re-enter your life. Whether your wound is recent or long-standing, there's a significant likelihood they will try to find their way back in. Recovering from narcissistic abuse is a gradual process, and the perpetrators often face difficulties severing their own ties to those they mistreated. They might pretend to have moved on, perhaps by getting married or starting families. However, in reality, these endeavors seldom fill the void they created. Disregard any stories they crafted during your relationship. Keep in mind that deceit is a tool in their arsenal, be it undervaluing their emotional investment or displaying a general disinterest. It's all part of a complex manipulation strategy crafted to serve their own interests. If you found this article enlightening, we appreciate your support through likes and subscriptions to our channel. Stay tuned for upcoming updates, rest assured. Prepare to explore the fascinating world of superquiet empaths, distinct from ordinary empaths. These are extraordinary silent super empaths. Contrary to the common notion that all empaths are easily swayed, these individuals possess the unique ability to respond adeptly to any given situation. So, stay tuned as we unveil the 9 compelling reasons why engaging in an argument with a silent super empath can be disastrous. Before delving deeper into these intriguing insights, please be sure to give this video your approval. Subscribe, activate the notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Your active participation enriches the vitality and strength of our community. Now, let's explore the distinctive characteristics of silent super empaths. Let's dive right in. 1. Super empaths satisfy the desires of others. Exceptional empaths possess the unique ability to discern the true nature of individuals beneath their outward facades. They can identify when someone deserves compassion, support, and kindness, readily bestowing these qualities without hesitation. Conversely, when encountering someone who has acted inappropriately or caused harm, super empaths take decisive action to ensure that person faces the consequences. Their approach to justice is noteworthy, devoid of major confrontations or vengeful schemes. Through karma, natural consequences, legal proceedings, or other means, they have a method of compelling individuals to confront the repercussions of their actions. It's as if an unseen force guides individuals toward the consequences they rightfully deserve. Additionally, super empaths champion those treated unjustly, serving as advocates for the oppressed and disadvantaged to ensure fair justice and necessary assistance for those who have suffered wrongdoing. In light of this, how can an exceptionally empathic individual determine whether another person deserves their trust and affection? 2. Highly empathetic individuals refrain from placing others in their proper position. Super empaths exhibit keen observational skills in understanding human behavior. They possess an exceptional ability to grasp power dynamics and identify inappropriate behavior or boundary violations. It's a mistake to perceive them as pushovers simply because they are silent. They employ both patience and strategic thinking in their problem-solving approach. Super empaths adeptly provide a reality check to those in need, blending assertiveness and empathy to address issues respectfully. Choosing their words carefully, they convey a subdued authority that minimizes the potential for disagreement. Their notable trait lies in promoting introspection. Super empaths steer individuals away from power struggles by encouraging reflection on their actions and motivations. They guide them to recognize the consequences of their behavior on others and understand the need for modification. Driven by a desire for fairness and equilibrium, super empaths advocate for respectful communication and healthy boundaries, using resolute yet empathetic voices. 3. Super empaths can without hesitation expel individuals from their existence. When super empaths sense toxicity or negative energy, they promptly make challenging decisions to ensure their well-being. Their exceptional strength lies in their ability to set clear boundaries, understanding that maintaining emotional limits is crucial for their own welfare. Those who persistently breach these boundaries face consequences. Removing individuals from their lives is a thoughtful decision, made to protect their mental health and peace of mind. The remarkable aspect is their graceful distancing from negative relationships without resorting to confrontation or seeking revenge. Their actions firmly communicate that personal well-being takes precedence. Resilience is a key quality. Instead of dwelling on eliminating toxic individuals, super empaths prioritize healing and growth. They view such decisions as opportunities for introspection and self-discovery, using their experiences to cultivate greater strength and wisdom. 4. Highly empathetic individuals distinguish between jests and abuse. Super empaths appreciate the enriching quality of humor in life, but draw a clear line when it turns malicious. Like human lie detectors, they discern the intentions and emotions conveyed through actions and words. Understanding that the purpose of jokes is to build connection and joy, not inflict pain or shame, they easily spot attempts at malicious satire. Their protective exterior enhances their discernment. Observing others mistreated or tormented, they transform into advocates of empathy, vehemently opposing injustice and actively promoting equity and kindness. Contrary to being soft-spoken, they are skilled communicators. Faced with abuse, they avoid aggression or revenge, opting for a resolute and amicable approach to address the issue. Their goal is resolution and understanding, not retaliation. How does an exceptionally empathic person navigate interactions with those who have crossed boundaries? 5. Exceptional empaths willingly challenge others' boundaries. Super empaths possess a remarkable ability to discern the emotional limits of those around them. They can perceive when an individual is overwhelmed or facing excessive pressure. Despite initially remaining silent during conflicts, this is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it's a shrewd strategy to assess the situation. When they detect any form of boundary violation or injustice, super empaths can retaliate without resorting to aggression. They gently guide others towards self-reflection and personal development, sparking positive changes as individuals become aware of their limitations and strive for improvement. Super empaths excel at fostering others' growth, promoting self-reflection, and enabling the establishment of healthier boundaries. Acting as role models, their dedication to personal development and emotional intelligence inspires those around them. People admire the fortitude and perseverance of super empaths, aspiring to cultivate similar qualities in their own lives. It's impossible to instruct those who oppress you without embodying an extreme empath. 6. Super empaths unfailingly do what is morally right. Presuming that a super empath will retreat is a grave error, as their moral intuition serves as a navigational tool. They possess inherent empathy and a sense of justice that transcends their self-interest. Prioritizing ethical decision-making and adhering to principles of fairness and benevolence, they reject circumstances or moral quandaries that compromise their values. Their distinguishing characteristic is subdued determination. Their convictions suffice without requiring praise or acknowledgement. This intensity of dedication can motivate and encourage others to emulate it, augmenting the significance of their own endeavors. External influences, peer pressure, and societal norms have no effect on super empaths. They profoundly understand how their decisions can impact others, enabling them to remain steadfast in their convictions despite adversity. 7. Super empaths reclaim control. Operating like emotional wizards, super empaths transmute negativity into resilience. When faced with agitation, They may begin by maintaining silence to thoroughly assess the situation. This silence isn't a sign of weakness, but rather resembles a tiger intent on deciphering the circumstances. However, it's crucial not to misunderstand. Hyper-empaths do have a limit. Once that line is crossed, they transform from passive observers into fervent advocates for moral integrity. Their keen emotional intelligence enables them to respond with pinpoint accuracy, challenging the core of the issue with incisive and often scathing remarks that astonish their adversaries. Typically accompanied by compassion, empathy becomes a weapon of clarity and truth. Extraordinary empaths can dissect the arguments of those who attempt to provoke them while discussing the suffering and injustice they observe. Their stance is unwavering and impartial, making counter-arguments against their claims arduous. 8. Exceptional empaths can perceive others' intentions. With their emotional superpower, super-empaths can see beyond the facades presented by others. They effortlessly discern deceit, concealed intentions, and fabricated schemes. As if possessing a radar that detects the true nature of every individual they encounter, attempts to deceive them are futile. Their intuition acts like alchemy, allowing them to discern underlying truths behind words and actions through subtle cues conveyed in body language, tone, and energy. If contemplating mischief toward them, be aware that they have already discerned your true intentions and are meticulously devising their next move. Attempting to antagonize an exceptionally empathic individual is akin to challenging a chess master to a game of their own. They are not merely reactive, but prepared for any eventuality. They can use their discernment to diffuse negative energies, or, if necessary, expose the true nature of those attempting to deceive or harm them. As an exceptionally empathetic individual, what would you do if you suddenly acquired knowledge from others? 9. Exceptional empaths will debunk others' arguments. Super empaths excel at skillfully deconstructing arguments, identifying faults and errors that others might overlook due to their open-mindedness. They leverage their empathetic superpower in the realm of discourse, perceiving the emotional currents that often incite conflicts, managing both the rational and underlying emotions of an argument to achieve a deeper understanding and resolution. What sets them apart is their ability to maintain composure under duress. Unlike those who may become emotionally charged or personally antagonistic when confronted, super empaths steadfastly uphold the veracity of their argument. This formidable resolve can be disconcerting to adversaries, compelling them to seek shelter elsewhere. In addition to being exceptional debaters, super empaths are also outstanding communicators, articulating their ideas in a seamless and persuasive manner. The credibility and authenticity of their prose make it challenging to refute their viewpoints. In conclusion, ultra-empaths find it gratifying to consistently distance themselves from detrimental relationships. While grace and love are intrinsic qualities, they can swiftly transform into a formidable force when faced with individuals who obstruct their path. As an exceptionally empathetic individual, what insights do you believe others should gain from avoiding your path? Furthermore, how can one effectively impart these lessons to individuals who seek to disturb one's tranquility?